It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Warriors out in Oakland. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that.
Let's take them back.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see Cleveland facing the Golden State Warriors. Welcome to the NBA for this Friday afternoon broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
The shot's good from Love.
What body control! Even on the move, he still had the balance to knock it down.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Bogut kicks to Barnes. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Now here's Barnes following the miss by Kevin Love. The drive by Bogut, 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson, and the rejection by LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. LeBron outside, pass to Mozgov. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen for Shumpert. And it's sent back by Bogut. And they'll keep possession. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. Makes it look fun and easy.
Irving dishes to Love. And he's good on the 3-ball. Love's got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Green. Barnes with it. Green, the screen. Barnes passes to Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Here's Curry following the basket by LeBron James. Irving against Curry. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Spates checked in for Golden State. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Warriors trailed by 5. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
And thanks for that story, Doris. There's the pick. James dishes to Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Barnes. Now the pass to Spates. Stolen by Thompson. Irving against Curry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Warriors with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
There's the feed to LeBron. 13 feet away. And again, it's Cleveland.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish the league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bazili's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And Cleveland also making a change. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
So it's the Warriors now, following the miss by Anderson Varejao. Azili kicks to Livingston. He dishes it to Spates. Stolen by Varejao. Outside Williams. And that's not going to go. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by... Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. J.R. Smith out there with Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the 3.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Here's Smith. Money from the wings. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals. but also when you coach LeBron James.
Kicks it out to Barbosa. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Barnes, who's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. But this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Clock at 6 from 11 feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly in fact going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. Now here's Curry. Back to Bogut. Right side, Green. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the three.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And stolen by James. Pass to Irving. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. James outside. Outside Shumpert. Lets it go with a three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Bogut with a clean look. Curry passes to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Curry against Irving. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mozgov. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. Irving against Curry. Shot clock at 5 and stolen by Kyrie Irving. That's good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Green with a screen on LeBron. Back to Green. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Green's got 7.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now LeBron. He's got 6. There's the dish to Dellavedova. Fires for 3. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cleveland ahead, leading by just 2. And a chance now to send you over to...
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a